Very good morning, friends. I hope all you are doing really well. Guys, these are the sessions of Security Operation Centers. I had uploaded the Security Operation Center basics for beginners, especially for BTech students, graduation students, and those aspirants who wants to make their career in SOC initially. So, thank you for your positive comments. And one aspirant had requested to know more about the Security Operations Centers part. So I thought I have to make few more videos as per your request. So let's discuss the types of SOCs as per the request of the aspirants. Without time wasting, let's start the session, guys. What are the types of SOC? Guys, generally there are three types of SOC. Number one is internal SOC, second virtual SOCs, third is outsourced SOC. So, okay, how these SOC are actually working in our organization, right? Let's try to discuss internal SOC. So, first question arises that why we had categorized the SOC into in these categories? Why? What is the need of um, isolated such categorization of the SOC? Actually, guys, there are two main things. Number one is cost, right? And number two is the reliability of the organization, right? So internal SOC is managed by their own organizations, established in their own premises, right? Managed by their own employees, their own core employees. So number one, visibility, second is governance, third is more control, right? But after establishing the internal SOCs, guys, cost, cost and liability are the more disadvantages regarding this. Visibility means, guys, whenever you want to visit, if you want any kind of log, right, without time wasting, you can pull the relevant logs, whatever your as per your requirement. Number two is the governance part, right? There is no further delay if you want to apply the GRC in your organization, right? Because internal SOC is managed by your own employees, right? In your own premises. Number three is more control, right? If you want to implement or test some rules or some fundamental basics, you can experiment because guys, this is your own SOC, right? You can experiment, you can try in your test server, right? But guys, there are few drawbacks of the internal SOC. What are these? Number one is cost. If you implement the SOC in internal SOC in your own organization, then the cost will be more because capital expenditure will be more because you have to, buy the devices, right? You have to hire the experts, right? Who can monitor or who can like who can make the rules, right? Who can modify, right? Like the administration of the SOC, right? And after that, the OEM, right? You have to make the contract, the the particular extendable particular contract with the OEM. So guys, these are the fundamentals of the cost. That's why internal SOC makes the cost huges in your organization. Number two is liability, guys, right? For example, day by day, the age of the asset, right? The age of the SOC will be degrading, right? And new technology is just coming up day by day. So liability is the main thing. If you wish to implement the internal SOC, guys, these are the advantages and disadvantages for the same. Number two is virtual SOC, guys. What is virtual SOCs? Under virtual SOCs, contracted associates or a limited period, we can hire the associates or ad hoc expert candidates hired to manage the SOC, and the SOC setup are not under their organization's premises. So such a category of the SOC is called the virtual one. They can manage the security operations center from remote because ad hoc candidates may not be available at the locations, right? Guys, for example, um, any issues is currently going on in SOC, and we had for a short time period we had hired a few candidates which is established away from the SOC, right? So remotely they can provide the support of over the SOCs, and such SOC setups are not under the organization's premises Such category comes under the virtual ones. Guys, third is the outsourced SOCs. As the name suggests, outsource means completely hand over to the vendor. So client or customer hand over the entire security operation center to the vendor's third party who is expert to manage the enterprise. Deploying experts and all technical glitches are the responsibilities of the third parties. Only client have to pay the payment and the rest of the management will be done by the third party, that is the vendor, right? For example, employees management, right? Technical management, right? Devices management, right? Logs management, each and everything will be managed by the third party. So guys, such services are also called the MSSP guys. MSSP he means guys managed security services providers, right? Because today there are multiple cloud services will be provided under the SOC, right? For example, Amazon, right? Google's. So they are providing the outsourced SOC. So we just have to connect it with those cloud providers, and we have to make the payment, and we have to tell about our requirements, right? They will do by their own setup, right? Whatever will be your requirement, they will provide you the relevant services. So guys, this is the benefit of the outsourced SOC. The cost effective, the capital expenditure in outsourced SOC will be minimum, but the but somewhere we have to manage in terms of the reliable, right? Client even doesn't have to worry about the background check of the hired associates, and client has to request managed security services provider when they have interest in data, maybe quarterly, or when organization is under certification phase like ISO, etc. As I said earlier, guys, outsource SOC. If you don't want to take more stress, just outsource the SOC and confirm your requirement. The vendor or supplier will provide you the relevant service. Only we have to done the payment on time. So these are the certain. Now, guys, another question arises that where is SOC comes under our security domain or not? Guys, yes, SOC is a primary part of the of our security domain. So, so guys, under security, generally there are three types of domains. I can say number one is security operations center, right? Number two is operations part, that is antivirus, IPS, IDS, CyberArk, and the DLP. Third thing is the vulnerabilities assessment and penetrating testing. So guys, under SOC, we will do the logs monitoring, right? Whatever will be the traffic from the outside of the organization landing in our organization's pages or organizational website, organization softwares, or internally, right? Where is the traffic moving from one server to one devices, example. So such monitoring will be done by the SOC. Number two is the operations part. Operations part like like antivirus team, right? IPS, that intrusion prevention, and third is IDS, CyberArk, DLP. These are the daily operations under the security domain. So such type of operations comes under the security part. Next is the vulnerabilities assessment and penetrating testing. Guys, black hack, white hack, and gray hack comes under the VAPT part, right? Like whatever are the vulnerabilities in our organizations, right? What are the loopholes? What are the weakness? We have to analyze under the vulnerabilities and penetrating test. So guys, VAPT is the most I can say most serious part under the security domain. So guys, these are the general three domains of the security domain. Guys, stay tuned. I will make more videos over the security operations center domain, right? Thanks for watching. Kindly subscribe, hit the bell icon, and don't forget to share. Guys, one more thing. Just I want to remind you, if you have any help required during your interviews journey, do comment. I will try to revert you within the comment itself. Thank you so much.